What is up, everyone? So we are freshly back from this crazy weekend. I was hoping to have a video of me strutting at E-Town with the boys because, as you guys remember, we spent all week trying to get the coupe ready for the track.
We got it ready.
We got it ready, but like we were worried about, we had some more transmission issues at the track. Got a couple laps in and it started to mess up pretty bad. So we actually got the trans back out, got everything figured out. I don't want to talk too much about it until we put it back together, but it looks like we kind of had just like a mechanical defect, even though everything was done right. Things happen, it's motorsports. This is a great kit. I'm not upset about the kit, just things happen, right? I'm gonna put gloves on because this stuff is filthy. When we were at the track, I was having a lot of issues with the whole entire setup, and comes to find out it was the throw-up bearing itself. I mean, you could physically see how destroyed this thing is, right? See how grooved this thing got?
Yeah, that thing looks in bad shape.
So it looks like this middle piece right here, it must have been spinning like this, where it's not supposed to. Only the throw-out's supposed to spin, but I don't know if the throw-out got damaged or what, but it was causing the whole entire piece to spin, which obviously destroyed it and led to a bunch of issues. So I still had a great time with the homies. We tried. The guys down at Fish Racing are so good to me. They're gonna send me a whole new setup for this, and we're gonna actually get a new flywheel on this thing because, as you guys saw, the flywheel that we put in just to get us going isn't in the best shape. So this thing will be back together soon enough. We're pro at pulling this thing now. We got it out in like 30 minutes.
Got it down to a science.
So we learned a few things, get it back together, and the car will feel amazing. We'll get back out there. But for now, so be it. This is drifting, man. This happens. If you get into motorsports and you don't expect this stuff, you're gonna be surprised. On top of that, we actually left off with me picking up my birthday present, my absolute dream car. That is a CYM FD. If you guys didn't watch the video, you're probably pretty confused. Go watch the video. I bought Adam LZ's CYM FD, and it's still not registering to me. Like, seeing this thing in here, just, it doesn't look real. It's like a hologram, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I actually took the spoiler off yesterday. If you could tell, it's got no wing on it right now, which is kind of a vibe. FDs with no wing is definitely a vibe. But we actually, since I have a new wing coming for this, I sent the old wing off to one of our painters, and he is going to get that paint match down dialed. I want the new parts to match this perfectly, and I know it's not easy because of the color, but he has the spoiler and he's gonna keep spraying splotches out for us until we can get this matching perfectly. Got a bunch of parts coming for this, and I'm so excited. We're gonna leave the engine bay for once in my life stock for a little while and just enjoy the stock rotary experience before we try to just dive into that portal. There's no just like bolt-on stuff for this. It's either all or nothing. So we're gonna save that for a little while so we can enjoy the car. We're gonna work on making this thing look pretty because it's already beautiful, and just enjoying the thing, right? I didn't buy this car as like a build for the channel. This is just enjoyment. This is me right here. This is
years of wanting.
This is everything. And all I have to say is huge thank you guys for all the birthday wishes again. You guys are the most supportive like community ever, and I appreciate having subscribers like you guys immensely. There's so many kind words. I wish I could respond to everyone, but I'd lose my mind. So thank you guys so much. But today we're finally gonna do something we've been talking about for the last like week and a half, but we've been so damn busy, is finally tune our Camry here. Our JZX100 Chase, so we just did the 1J swap in it. We banged this shit out. I don't care what you say. I think we did a great job real fast. Look how beautiful this thing is. And check this thing out, right? The JZ community, if you know, you know. No one makes a dope oil cap for these things. Fish Racing just came out with it. Look how cool that thing looks.
It's like a little touch to the engine bay.
It does so much.
I just noticed the red's gone.
The red is gone.
Where'd that go?
Spoon took care of it. Today, we have a Garrett G30 770 turbo, right? A Blitz intercooler, a supporting fuel system by Works, and a Link ECU. Besides that, everything else is stock.
LS coils.
LS coils. So we're gonna see what she could do. As you guys have seen, the JZ motors uncracked have proven to be quite stout. I wanna see 450 stay on pump gas.
Yeah, it's on pump.
It's on pump gas. It's a big one. Big one. Ethanol will get you a lot farther, but I think 450, I think high fours, since we have a bigger turbo, on pump is doable. We don't have the biggest intercooler in the world, so we gotta be really careful with these IATs. Since pump gas loves to do that thing, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So hopefully none of that, but let's get this thing spinning, and let's just start putting boost in it and getting this thing tuned up. Talked about this many times. We did the Tommy titanium catback out of convenience. It was the cheapest bolt-on exhaust to get this car moving. Took a gamble. Sounds like a VQ now. It's loud. Whatever. So it's gonna sound ridiculous, but we already have a plan to make it sound better. Though it sounds kind of dope, it's not me. And yes, remember, we recalibrated the whole dyno. Everything's good now. Making very accurate, very comparable to the dyno jet. That's what we wanted, so. A little smoky.
It's fine. Cold.
She cold. Gotta sync it up. You guys have seen me tune a lot of cars. What we're gonna do, since this is like the first time ever really getting into it, we're gonna try to do a couple tip-in pulls, right? Where I kind of get into the RPMs, let boost build a little bit, and see how the fuel table, the VE table, whatever you want to consider it, wants to look, right? Because every car is different. So I'm gonna kind of build like a rough map so I can get numbers in there that are safe enough to complete a full pull. We'll do pulls, change timing, change fueling, change boost, and eventually we'll come to a good map. It's the broadest way of putting it, so. This thing's gonna hit a lot harder than I thought it would, to be honest. Okay, I say that, but I don't really know what to expect from this turbo on this engine. So, she looks good enough to do our first pull. Let's go get the boys.
Big Steve! What is it?
Dyno time.
Dyno time.
It's a bit, you can't hear it?
Dyno nuggets here.
Can't hear it?
It's going crazy in here. Let's do it. Dyno nuggets for dyno time?
Right into the wall.
First time under load. Can't wait to hear it.
I've heard it already in the office.
Hopefully it sounds a little less.
What's up, Maverick?
Hopefully it sounds a little less of EQ with some boost going through it. Time to piss off the whole neighborhood.
Yo, it sounds nuts.
Alright, so our wastegate is 12 psi. As you guys could probably hear, the runtime was a little short. I'm gonna change that to make it a little bit longer. I didn't really know what to expect. Wow.
Barking.
I wasn't kidding, RP. It's loud.
Dude, it sounds like a VQ.
Like pierces your ear.
So far, what's nice is I don't see boost creep, which is usually our biggest enemy here, so. Step one, good.
Can't see it.
That was good. 400 horsepower, 391 torque at 13 psi. It sounds about right to me. We're pretty close after that first pull.
What are you trying to make?
I want mid to high fours, right? This is pump gas. We gotta be careful, but I mean,
Right? Yeah. Where'd all your ethanol go?
I don't want to put this car in ethanol. We have like access to a pump.
Yep.
But I want this to be like the grocery getter ass car. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Where, like I don't have to think about it. So let's do one more pull, get it cleaned up a little bit more, and then I want to just start putting boost into it. So.
All right. We should see if it sounds better outside.
Outside in the back?
Outside.
It might be louder.
I think it might be louder out here.
Might be. Okay, so it's not as ear piercing, but it's still loud. It's like a
Still
sideshow
really
Z. Straight pipe Z.
It is like a straight pipe Z.
Yo, you're feeling yourself right now?
Yeah, I'm in the groove. Target, dead, not just like
Quite
second
honestly,
try.
What did it make that time?
So it picked up. So this is what's really cool, right?
Picked
I'm
up
gonna. This is pretty cool. Man, that was a good pull. This is a VVTi motor, right? Which means we have a variable intake cam, which, you know, throughout the years, people have said that VVTi sucks, right? Some people are like all about the non-VVTi motors, and this is like a conception that has been lost through the generations of foreign bullshit. And VVTi is king, right? Because what that allows us to do is actually give us more efficiency down low because we're able to change cam position, right? It's a good piece of mech, right? So by just adjusting the VVTi control, I was able to actually bring up more low end torque, which is crazy. Come peep this. Look how much torque it picked up right there. Insane. That is a kick in the back. I love it.
Hell yeah.
405 horsepower and 400.
What a great combo of numbers.
When tuning an engine that doesn't really technically have forged internal, you have to be very, very careful of torque coming in too hard.
Right.
Torque is what blows engines apart. We say it all the time, especially torque down low. I don't care what you say, dynamic cylinder pressure is just more destructive down low. So when torque comes in dumb heavy at 4 grand, this is where we would pop an engine. Boom, right here, right? So we're gonna try and control that a little bit. I don't really wanna go too much higher on pump gas since we're gonna play conservative, at least for the first session, right there. But we still got plenty of room to play with because right here, you can see the torque falls off, right? That's just because the head doesn't flow that good, right? We're gonna probably bring the peak torque up just a little bit, but I'm gonna try and use the boost, and we always do this, to ramp out the torque to make the power continue to climb. So it's a very linear power band. That's the goal, right? Let's do an overall boost increase with a ramp and get this torque curve flat.
You hear that, Stevie? Go do it.
I got it. Yeah, Jimmy's on the money today.
Go push the buttons.
I got it, Jim.
I got you.
Tuner Tone on the scene.
Just sit maybe in the middle.
Doesn't matter.
Nah, I can get it.
We're good. Take it out because whatever's after.
I'm smaller now, Steve.
We're good. This if we get in an accident.
We're gonna interpolate it
Learn trade sequence.
horizontally. Right.
Oh, there it is. It's
It's kind of hot in here.
So we might
No
actually
AC.
jump it up to like
Gotta
20
charge this.
and not in a linear fashion
Yeah.
like that, but we're gonna do
Gotta
that. just
charge
to
it.
see
Need
what
a
it does.
gooch
this might
cooler
be like
functioning at full
this might
capacity
be
in
like
here.
Did you just hit the vape?
Yeah, why?
When you're on a dyno and you start seeing smoke in places, it makes you nervous.
Whoa, this is weird in here. It feels crazy in here.
Sound like it made more boost.
Yeah,
I feel like a plane taking off on the runway.
it was crazy.
Let's see how much boost we made. So we made 447 horsepower and 428 torque.
Wow.
Right? So checking the log, 14.5 PSI, and it ramped out to like 15 and some change. Peak torque this time was 430, which is good where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that with pump.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to make that torque more flat, and it should bring us up to the high 400 horsepower area.
It is quieter in here, Tony. You're right. Way quieter.
I like this, you know, it's a JZX, so we gotta do it with the gang, you know?
Yeah.
It's in the lyrics.
Hey, now that you have a second JZX, does that mean you have to do a remix of the first song?
Remixes are corny, but
You heard it here first.
we could do something.
We could add a second verse to the song because it is kind of short.
Maybe we could do something.
We could spice it up. Let's let it bang.
Tone on the dyno.
That was boost cut, baby.
That was crazy. 476 and 448.
It's hitting.
That was definitely hitting. That time we made it one more PSI, but it looks like we had our map limit, our boost limit set a little too conservatively. So let's bring it up a little bit because it looks like it's gonna make the power number that we want.
Cool.
This should be, were your hands, what were you doing? This camera's greasy right now.
It's probably touching my earplugs.
Dropping kids off.
Here, Stevie, hold the camera. This is going to be the pull. This is the pull. You guys ready for
That's
the
the
pull?
last pull.
It went quick. Good.
We
good.
gotta put the silencer in.
Okay, pull.
Last
I always
power
do a like cleanup pull just because why not? This will be the power pull, cleanup pull, and then we'll do a silencer pull because I want to see how much power.
yeah.
Because if anyone who's ever gotten an aftermarket exhaust has gotten one of these things. This is a silencer to quiet your exhaust up, and look, there's two levels to this thing. I've never seen one with this ridiculous. Level 1. No, this is level 1000. Look at that. That's a moped restrict. Look.
Nah, the last exhaust I had on my moped was bigger.
And you can take this out, and then you have basically that big of a hole. So all this does is just restrict flow to help quiet it down. So I can imagine putting this thing on will cause some issues. That's a lot of back pressure, be careful. This might not grab as much power as we think.
I'm gonna say 30.
30?
30.
I'm gonna say 100 with this.
I wouldn't even try the small.
I don't want to, no.
You should do it just for science, for the sake of science.
For the sake of the scene. All right, power pull, let's go.
Informational.
Put your seatbelt on.
Good, safety first, Tone. He looks like a fucking airline pilot.
I'm sorry, but I think this might be Jimmy's coolest sounding car.
Yeah.
That's it.
The Cooper back to differ.
That was the pull. Come check it out. Torque, pretty damn flat. I can say this flat for a turbo car.
Sure.
Right, there's a little dip there, but I'll figure that out. Power curve, beautiful. That's what you want. That's gonna feel awesome. Just going, moving down the road. Full boost at 4 grand, I'd say that's pretty damn good. That was 483 horsepower with 450 foot-pounds of torque. Wow. Not bad. What do you think, B?
I mean, it looks pretty sick. It sounds insane. I'm sure it'd be awesome to drive.
That was 15 PSI ramping up to 18. Seems pretty good to me. So our buddy Jay has the exact same turbo setup, and he made about 500 horsepower, about 20 PSI in a Mustang dyno. So it seems pretty damn spot on to me.
I think you need 20 PSI.
20 PSI? I'd love to, but like I feel like that last 2 PSIs are a gray area. The one Jay had, it doesn't flow the best.
That's
and
like,
so
you said that's the biggest downfall for this motor?
Is the head. It doesn't flow as good as you would hope. The exhaust ports, very puny. They tend to start to get a lot of back pressure at the higher RPMs, at the higher power levels. So for pump gas, where when you get back pressure in the exhaust, that'll be more prone to detonation, which pump gas already is prone to detonation.
Pump gas now, is it?
It is.
Oh shit! I would stop. I didn't know that.
No, if it was on ethanol, it would be. I would have put the 22 PSI in it. But no, pump gas, that's all she wrote. That's it.
That's sick for pump gas, dude.
Let's plug it.
RJ?
Let's put it in there.
Here, we're gonna do it. There's only one hole to bolt this thing in, by the way. They knew you wouldn't use it. I think for legalities, they had to put it in there, but they knew you weren't gonna use it. So we're gonna do an idle test. Full restricted. Tone?
Wow. Nah, that sounds like shit. Quieter. Sounds like shit.
That ain't it.
That ain't it.
We're gonna lose the moped restrictor here. All right, T-Bone.
Idle test.
Idle test. Doesn't sound bad. I think it made it louder. Did it make it louder?
Made it raspy. Now it really sounds like a VQ.
All right, let's do a pull. I'm gonna do it just to keep an eye on the numbers. Wow.
50 horsepower loss.
We lost 50 horsepower everywhere.
That's nuts.
Yeah, let's take that thing out quick. I knew we were gonna lose power, but not 50 horsepower.
You probably would have lost 100 with the other one in there too.
Dude, the other one, the car would have probably broke up at 3 grand. Good riddance. This is it. This is how we solidify it.
It sounds
Dude, when I plugged fourth, we spun tire on the dyno.
Yeah, second gear was like that. Go on.
That was sick. Love that.
Crazy.
What was that? A Camry. A Camry. You know what? It's fun having this exhaust on the dyno because it just makes it so much more. It's just ridiculous.
It sounds sick on their load.
It does sound sick on their load, yeah. I mean, it does. It's not that it doesn't sound sick. It definitely sounds sick. It's just doesn't fit this one. Good car. Great car.
No leaks.
I just want to give you the layout. There's your oh shit handle right there.
You got one too, Steve.
I got one too.
It's an open diff, so that thing
Can't get too
can't get too exciting about it, right? But we didn't make this car go fast. We made this car so we can get errands done quick. So we can spend more time in the shop. You know, it's an efficiency thing. I'm saving money. It's a tax write-off. The faster you can do errands, the more time you have for work.
Fast grocery getter.
This thing's tipping in, dude.
It's such a boat.
It's so weird to feel that from one, the fact that it feels like such a boat, because not only is it big, but we're on the floatiest suspension ever. I don't think I've ever made this much power in a car that felt so loose.
Yeah.
This thing moves, dude.
Also gotta remember stock brakes.
Oh yeah, stock brakes, stock brakes.
500.
This
Stock
thing
brakes.
moves.
These things are gonna heat up so fast.
It squats too, so it makes it feel like you're making so much power. This car's fucking sick, dude. It's like the perfect amount of power. Like any more would just feel so dumb.
With 4D.
But the car just, it feels fast.
Yeah.
4D.
4 deep too.
I love it.
You're like, most cars you notice when you have one passenger, let alone 3 more. This is fucking awesome. These cars are so dope. Get a chaser. Method Auto Group. Hit them up. When you're late to church.
Shit.
It's
It's a little squirrely.
That one wheel back here.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing moves, dude. It's hilarious. The cops called on you, and then all you have to do is pull over and shut the car off, and they'll never expect it to be you. Like, you're just like, oh shit, the cops.
Was it the Camry?
Exactly.
Gotta get low. We lost 5 stars real quick.
We lost him.
We lost them. All right, boys, get back to it. AC. We gotta charge the AC. Very important.
Yeah, because this thing was barking when we first got it.
Yeah, all the AC stuff's hooked up. We just gotta go get it charged, and then it's the perfect car. And then eventually one day I'll get a kit if I can find one.
God damn. It looks nuts. It's not that loud.
Really?
Yeah, outside, no.
Huh. That's what I said when he drove away.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It feels crazy. Like, it's so, I know I keep saying it, but it feels so nuts to feel a car like this feel that fast, and it feels perfect. Like, the power band, awesome.
Speedboat.
Speedboat, as Steve would say.
She lit him up with you out of the car.
Oh yeah, one tire. It's that rear driver. I seen it.
Damn, this is
Cigarette
exactly what I wanted. It's
This
so
thing needs a
good.
good diff in it because I need to see it sideways.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We'll get to that. Step 1,
This.
complete. Valve seals,
Struggle.
Yeah.
they're 25 years old. They're laughing.
Derek's on the dyno.
Derek's on the dyno. He doesn't want to play no games. He's shaking his head. I can see it in the mirror.
What was first thoughts? I want to know.
The throttle body looks like the size of a penis. Like girth-wise, you know what I mean?
All right.
Girth-wise.
Who's, dude?
Mine.
Impressive.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
what I say.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm married, you know what I mean? I don't know, it looks like a rear-wheel drive Camry.
Exactly.
You
Best
know?
part about it. It moves right now, dude. Like, stock, like, looking like this, it moves.
What's it make for power?
500?
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn. More than this thing, man. Is this the one you were just working on?
Like last week.
This thing came out mint.
Thank you.
A month since we pulled the engine, which is good, so. Mint.
The base clean and shit too.
Yeah, just original, just like uncleared paint. Just looks nice. Yeah, easy.
Thing's cool.
Wow, Derek said something was cool.
Yeah.
That's sick. What, even Spoon's surprised. This thing hasn't had a radio in it since we got it, and even though the whole interior is complete besides it, it still looks like a damn project car just because of that hole, so. The Atoto. The
Atato.
I was suggested this by many friends. This is like the best bang for the buck eBay ass radio. Touchscreens are not cheap. I usually don't care for touchscreen radios, but I feel like this car needs it. We're about to find. Look how like it goes from like junk project car to like high-end car with just the Atoto.
Watch a movie on this.
And this was the adapter harness, Walmart.
Toyota. 81.
Who would have thought?
Plus.
Come on.
Ooh, lights.
The Atutu.
Power and ground.
Otato. Oh, there we go.
That's a Google.
It was Google. Oh, that doesn't look that bad. This was like 150 bucks.
Not bad.
The beeping.
I don't know if I like that beep.
We're gonna see how blown the speakers are in this thing. We gotta find some royalty-free music in there. There we go. And the Apple CarPlay doesn't look that bad. I'm telling you, 150 bucks.
It really doesn't look that bad. I switched it.
You switch it right at the bass drop? What the fuck? Sounds great.
Sounds great, yeah.
What the fuck? This car is so good, dude. What the fuck? Why does it sound so good?
Until we blow them out.
Yeah, we're gonna blow these things out bad. So good. We got the fit. You ready? Let's see if it works. Come on. Come on. Ah, where's the...
What happened?
It's supposed to do something cooler than this. Disconnect your phone, maybe.
I don't think that's it.
Where is it? We just made it. We just did all of this.
Just set the Bluetooth on.
Toyota.
No,
not say it.
It doesn't say that. I don't know why it doesn't.
It said it was.
We set it
let
up.
you choose a symbol. What happened?
I don't know. It's not working.
For everything fitting good, it's user friendly.
Is that
Pops
CarPlay?
right in there. Yep, Apple CarPlay,
We got
everything.
Bluetooth music, YouTube. We have.
YouTube is literally on there.
You could go on the internet.
I feel like I feel like all these head units have all these functions.
But they don't be working.
They don't work.
Look at that. That's easy. You just need to get connected to the internet.
He tried, didn't he try?
Yeah.
James, you tried to connect to the YouTube?
What was that?
You tried to connect to the YouTube on here?
No, I have not.
Just do that. That's fire.
Yeah, I gotta push some. We got a lot to do.
Yeah, well, it looks
got
great.
connect to the Wi-Fi.
You like the Toto, the Atato?
The Wizard
Tato.
of Oz Toto is nice, yeah.
It's crazy how much complete. It's crazy how much more complete the car looks with the damn radio in there, huh?
It looks stolen without it.
Alibaba
It does
CarPlay.
look hella stolen without it. Yeah, whatever. Nardi's next. Interior is good to go, so. Very happy. All right, Chaser's hitting. Last thing we gotta do is charge the AC. And it's what? I wanna feel it. You wanna feel it? I gotta go home. I gotta edit this video. I wanna go to bed. But I'm super happy with it. It's such a good car. Like, it's crazy to feel it from what it was to what it is already. You guys know, wheels, coils, get it together. One day a kit will show up for this thing. And whatever, it's just a dope car. For now, I'm gonna end it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And Steve,
Have a good night.